Beautiful. So thank you for joining us on this call, our monthly Celebrating the Light call. I have some wonderful facilitators joining me tonight on this call. So we will be just moving through and opening up, letting go, or releasing what's not serving us, a just an expansion and a joining and a connection and union, a collapsing of the illusion of separation and small limited self that otherwise the thinking mind seems to dominate our experience with. The thinking mind is the limited self. It is the conditioned or ego self. So as we move through this evening together, and right now, I invite you into just relaxing into the moment. This time is for you. Thank you so much for joining us on the call. It really is the presence that we all bring to the table that is creating such a powerful field. And this field and all the shifts that we share together as we're going through this next hour together, all of this is instantaneously a gift to the whole, to the collective. It can be no other way because we are all one. There's not separation. And so right now, I invite you into being comfortable, closing your eyes for a few moments, and you are welcome through this call, whatever works best for you, to have eyes closed or eyes open, whatever feels right. And so, in this moment, however, close your eyes for a moment and let's put our awareness on the breath moving in and out of the body seamlessly, taking a breath in through our nose, filling the belly, filling the chest, and releasing fully through your mouth. Another breath, just filling the lungs, expanding all the way down into the belly area, all the way up through the chest. Open, expand, bring the light in. Pause for a moment at the top of the breath, and then fully release. Let go of any stress that you may be experiencing in this day, in this moment. Any resistance that you may have to letting go of that which is familiar. Allowing yourself to be in the flow right now. As we go through these clearings and shifts together, I invite you to keeping just a little awareness on the breath and the movement of it and the sensations that you may feel as we're moving through this evening together. And so I would like to suggest now that we are going to release, for starters, and continuing with your breath, we're now releasing from all aspects of our being all that would hold us afraid of letting go of the past, afraid of releasing what we're familiar with, the stories, the experiences from the past, and the beliefs that we have been holding, perhaps for a very long time. Allowing movement. I release all that I've been holding on to that would keep me stuck in the past, that would keep me holding on to only that which is familiar, afraid to move forward, afraid to really release the past and expand myself into the field of limitless possibilities. Any fear of the unknown, of the future, that which you do not have a handle on in what it looks like, just letting it go. Using the breath, I open, expand myself, bringing light in, filling myself, filling these lungs, filling all aspects of my being and releasing all resistance. This in itself is a powerful exercise day by day to free ourselves. And so, with this and with the awareness on feeling, on being, and slowing the mind down to be fully present, fully connected, I turn this over now to Melissa. I'm sorry, Martha.
Thank you, Erina. Thank you for that relaxation there. So, carrying on here with our focus for this evening, celebrating light, the light, and it is the light that we are in truth. As a group, we're called to clear fear based energies to bring us into more light and calmness into our fields and our beings now, and to accept a deeper sense of peace. So, no matter how fear plays out, it's always somehow linked to not feeling safe and not feeling secure, feeling like there's something missing. And in these moments of fear, there is something missing. There is something missing, and it is our awareness of our wholeness, our connection to Source, and that's all that's really missing. It's a feeling, a sense of separation from our Creator that creates fear. So we now call on the spirit doctors, which are a band of archangels, including Archangel Michael here, to release and to remove all fear-based energies from any and all sources and through all dimension and dimensional matrices here for us. Letting go of all the fears around feeling safe and secure, letting go of patterns of aggression and attack, any form of thought, word, or deed that are based in fear. We clear these energies from our minds, from our energy fields, from our homes and our properties, and from all our close relationships in this and all parallels. We remove this fear-based energy now for the highest good of all, clearing all cords of connections and any and all fear-based thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and emotions, and all other energetic factors that would work as attractor fields in any way that resonate with this energy, consciously as well as unconsciously. We revoke and deny the permission for any and all non-beneficial intrusions into each and every one of our energy fields from any and all sources. We call one soul here, and we now retrieve, heal, and repair all aspects of our fragmented souls. We now broadcast in the rate of 77788 for a deep inner peace into our minds and into all aspects of our neural network that make up our brain and our nervous system, flowing 77788 down through each and every vertebrae of our spine and into our muscles, our connective tissues, and penetrating our complete light body now with this rate, allowing the rate of 777-888 to remind us that we are always safe and secure at all times, always at home in Source, and this is true. No matter what's going on in our lives, in our bodies, what fearful experiences we seem to be going through, it does not change who we are in truth, our eternal nature. We are light. So we ask for this rate of 77788 to continue to assist us and support us in a deep sense of inner peace now. And now we're going to move into clearing our inherited baselines. Our inherited baselines these are levels that we come into this lifetime at birth with that set predetermined limits to our current life path experience until they're recognized and cleared. The baseline that came up for us tonight as a group is looking at happiness and inner peace. So I got for our group 60% is what we came into on average, which is very good. 60% is quite high, but we're just going to raise it up now by the clearing. So we remove now the feelings, the beliefs, thoughts, and memories that we hold of ourselves and all our ancestors to the dawn of time that have been limiting our happiness and inner peace. We clear ourselves of all resistances that we've been holding. We clear all ingrained conditionings that we've accumulated in this and any other lifetime, including all that we've taken on from others, in addition to what we've inherited from our lineage that we've been limited. It has been limiting our willingness, our ability, our intention, and our commitment to accept happiness and inner peace as a choice under all circumstances. We now transform these energies into the most appropriate energies to raise this baseline at the point of birth and into all lifetimes and dimensions for ourselves and all of our ancestors. We honor this change in bringing us now up to a higher level of accomplishment with the wave of gratitude for all involved in the remembrance of the light that we are. And now I'm going to bring in a color. A color came up for me for tonight, and the color is electric violet. So it's a beautiful electric violet, and it comes in from the high self, and it pours in through the crown. It has a consciousness of its own. It knows exactly what needs to be done. So we just feel this electric violet coming in from the high self, opening the crown, and just feeling it trickling in. Electric violet, allowing it to go to anywhere in our bodies. It knows what to do. So we just receive this beautiful, rich color of electric violet. Feeling it permeate our bodies through the chakras. Very powerful color. We take it all in. And thank you. I'll pass it over to Melissa now. Thank you.
Can we start this session by calling in the rate 67777, shifting the pH in our body and our water surface tension to support our DNA health, raising it to its highest, most optimal level to support our physical body as it moves through each day. 67777. Allowing it to continue to do its work until it's no longer needed or no longer necessary. We also call in Archangel Metatron to assist with us with this clearing tonight, with this connection to light, with enhancing the light, asking for Archangel Metatron to be with us, to guide us, to give us new information. And as we release any tension in our adrenal system, we just clear anything that's causing any blockages or anything that's keeping the adrenals from functioning at their highest, most optimal level for the body, allowing it to be in a state of peace, of calm, allowing the blood to flow, the nervous system to settle, and just raising the vibration of the adrenals to their highest, most functional ability for our highest good, the highest good of all. And we invite a clear connection to the seventh dimension, removing anything that might be blocking our connection, anything in our environment, in our mental connection, in our spiritual connection to that seventh dimension. We let it go and let the light clear that connection, allowing new information to flow, new wisdom, tuning in and turning on. We'll release from that meridian point of our small intestine anything that's causing a blockage or a hiccup in that energy flow. We just clear that out, releasing it in this timeline and all timelines and dimensions, just allowing the blood to flow, the chi to flow through that meridian point of the small intestine, allowing a release and a coming into alignment of perfect flow and perfect function, providing a space of relief and release, relief and release. We release the ancestral belief of impatience, stemming from the lineage of another planet or another star system. Any sense of impatience or having to hurry to do something, or why hasn't it happened yet? Why hasn't it happened now? We just release that ancestral belief, that ancestral pattern, just clearing that from our physical bodies, from our DNA, from our bones, from our muscle memory, from our mental mind, any connection that from another planet, from another star system, this belief in impatience, that things should be different than they are, things should be faster than they are. We just let that ancestral belief go, coming into harmony, coming into balance. And we invite a renewed and strengthened connection to Gaia, to our beautiful planet, Mother Earth, knowing that in that connection, in that strong, grounded, bonded connection to Mother Earth, that we find healing and wholeness. And we anchor and root just as a tree anchors into Mother Earth. We too can root down and find our footing, hold our space, that we find strength in that connection to Mother Earth. Inviting her wisdom to provide healing, a remembrance of our wholeness. And we offer up the prayer of forgiveness to all political authority figures, however charged that may be. We just offer forgiveness. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. To whatever political figures come to mind, we just offer a release of forgiveness, not needing to understand or make sense of it. We just invite love to do its work, that golden light, to do the magical work of forgiveness for all in this timeline and all timelines. We call in the rate 55566 to clear our DNA of any traumatic memory at the onset of our paternal lineage, allowing 55566 to travel back in that time to the very spark, that very start of our paternal lineage, allowing it to clear the DNA from that generation forward through all generations, clearing the DNA of any traumatic memory at the onset, Whatever happened in that first time, may it be released and let go. We call in the rate 9933411 to raise the DNA light quotient and optimize light wave transmission. 993341. Allowing that rate to travel through all of our cells, through our DNA, through our muscles and bones, filling that space around us. 9933411. Again, raising that DNA light quotient and optimizing light wave transmission. And finally, we call in the rate 23334 to increase telomeres length and sustainability. 23334. Embracing the telomeres length and their sustainability for our highest good and our highest livelihood, our highest life force energy. And I pass to Carrie.
Thank you, Melissa. It's with deep gratitude we continue with these balancing, harmonizing currents of light that weave a beautiful, coherent field around and within us, and all the sacred geometries and their infinite forms and wisdoms as they gently hold the space in this moment and in all moments, assisting and creating the most aligned and appropriate shifts for each one of us in this shared space, community, realm, across all the layers of our being. And together, in deep release in our minds and our hearts and our breath, and through the breath, we allow the release of limiting programs and outdated cycles that have weighed upon our systems, and we soften and clear the imbalances in our neurotransmitters and hormones, welcoming harmony in the chemistry of our bodies and minds. And we dissolve blockages that have kept us misaligned from our life purpose, opening a clear path forward. And within the totality of our multidimensional bodies, from the 10th dimension of totality, we bring attention to what is calling for healing. And we invite all of our relationships into greater harmony, allowing expansion into wholeness and nurturing beautiful symphony of the all of one. And we extend this release into the life arena of community, clearing distortions, misunderstandings, and separation. In addition, all free radicals within our cells are released and transmuted into pure light as they fill with love in our divine blueprint. We soften the release of emotions tied to longing for our star families, knowing that they're always with us in every moment. And they're there, especially when we ask, transforming distractions and illusions into clarity and peace. And we choose now to welcome in balance as we dissolve fears of being harmed physically. And with this, we release and honor the strength and wisdom and the light within our own bodies, minds, and thoughts. We honor and embrace our intuition, allowing it to guide us with more trust, more ease, and more flow as we open and deepen connection with our highest version of ourself, our beloved spirit guides, feeling this steady presence of unconditional love. And in this space of remembrance, we choose to embrace the soul curriculum of speaking our truth without fear. Each word, each breath, each choice becomes a reflection of our truth, of love, of our authenticity, of our integrity, of the warriors of light that we are and came here to be. And as these patterns dissolve, we collapse them back into pure light potential. Every fragment of energy, every illusion is returned to source, to all, and is transformed into love when we allow. And we expand the awareness of this love into every space that once felt empty, releasing all effects for the highest good of all, gently, gently, gently lifting this from the collective field, repurposing these experiences of density, these things that have felt heavy or confusing, shifting them into wisdom, collapsing this illusion of separation, where we are truly serving this great awakening that's happening right now within us and all around us. And together, as a whole and in this collective, we release the unconscious fears and resistances and the memories and emotions and the karmic ties, the vows and the agreements and all the judgments we have of self and others. With all of these things, and we offer them to the light for the highest good across all timelines, past, present, and future. And as we breathe in, we inhale this divine, beautiful essence of oneness. It's right here. And as we exhale, we release all the imbalances into this field of love that we're creating. And with so much love, we invite the release of all suffering as we truly honor the lineage of humanity and anything our ancestors may have contributed to these cycles of judgment or harm. And we ask for forgiveness, full forgiveness. And as we do this, we forgive the collective. And in doing so, we step more deeply and purely into love. And we embody self-love in this space. And this self-love exudes love for all. And we can let go more fully as we step into alignment with truly our highest potential. And now, and in this moment, and in this lightness, we can feel and be freer and more aligned with truth, with oneness. And we can rest in this gratitude for all that has been released, transmuted, collapsed into light, and embodied in love, and everything that's been remembered and everything that we are remembering. And now I turn this over to Christina.
Thank you so much, Carly. And it really resonates. Continuing, joining with the divine and bringing in more light, releasing what no longer serves. We are now being joined by Saint Germain and the violet flame. So we can invite in this violet flame that transmutes into love, into our hearts, bringing this energy in with our breath, maybe counting to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding the breath, releasing 2, 3, 4, 5, visualizing this violet flame, bringing in this energy and frequency of love, as well as protection. So we have a shield that holds the light and the love while keeping out new influences that could shake this. And any old wounds that are living within us, we can welcome that in this safe space of compassion and love. I was called to loving your inner child. So spinning in love and understanding, opening up any communication and connection to our inner child, this being that might be feeling cut off or being triggered where we don't know where it comes from. So we're bringing in this more space with the help of the violet flame and Saint Germain, with compassion. And I was also called to the forgiveness prayer, and I was going to turn it into our inner child to say, I love you. I'm sorry for your suffering. Please forgive me for my misperception of you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to go within my heart to join you in this prayer, to invite all the parts of us to come together and be whole. Also inviting in a similar rate as Melissa, to optimize DNA communication, to receive and transmit light throughout body with 77776. Bringing that rate now in, broadcasting that, bringing it into every cell of the body to optimize DNA communication, to receive and transmit light throughout body. 77776. For optimal form and function and health in every cell of our being. Great gratitude, tuning in, observing this happening, and really with awe, feeling this light vibrating through our whole body. And piggybacking on this also with the rate of 56677 to clean meridians and restore light information flow where still might be needed, if relevant. If needed, clean meridians, restore light information flow with 56677. Really healthy blood flow through the body. all the organs to find their place in this new space. And also bringing in the crystal, connecting with the fire opal, also helping us, assisting with well-being and passion. Passion that can be ignited when we open our heart. We are in peace, but excited, and channeling our true passion, joy, enthusiasm from the place of love and the truth of who we really are. Continuing on also to awaken heart intelligence, to open this heart, allowing it, listening deeply to this field, this portal, and connecting it with, to bridge the heart and mind, so that our thoughts, words, and deeds will come through this source of unconditional love. From this place, our connections with others will be true, as well as to ourselves. And from the non-judgment, non-dual place, where miracles are created and keep on happening, and where we find them in this space. And also, lastly, bringing in the rate 22 to clear any and all fear-based collective mind field patterns from field and body. Any that might want to come in or might be here. If needed, call on the rate 22 so that you can keep feeling this peace, harmony, and balance, clarity, and feeling safe and protected as well. Bringing this in. And for the highest good for all. I thank you. And pass it on to Linda.
Thank you. Very beautiful. So continuing with what's coming to the surface to be cleared and balanced, we now move into a left spin, which means that we're moving and removing as we travel to the year 1 AD to release ourselves from all limiting factors that have been influencing our emotional domain, holding the patterns of suppressed and obsessive anger in place, which is creating blocks and disharmony in our vibrational field. We collectively release any and all attachment and identification with these patterns on a conscious and unconscious basis, collapsing them into pure light, reversing all ill effects, and filling any voids with the expanded awareness of love. We shift our timelines to reflect these changes. We clear, align, and harmonize all aspects of suppressed or obsessive anger, healing all circumstances and relationships involved in all dimensions and space and time. And we also move to the thyroid, which is currently a little underperforming, 70% where it should be. It needs to be brought up to 100%. And we're going to do a right spin to do that. And the hormones are responsible. The thyroid is responsible for, it's a very important, essential organ that regulates metabolism, growth, development, heart rate, blood pressure, bone health, and many other vital bodily functions. So we're bringing that thyroid function up to 100%, feeling completely balanced, feeling the whole body reacting to this new level of balance, able to think clearer, having stronger bones, having a better mind, feeling the body just clicking like it's working the way it should be. And also moving into the eyes, our visual system, which also needs to be brought up to 100% balance so that the eyes are functioning well, seeing clearly, and that this organ is able to help us see and understand the world around us. So our visual system is what we have to see, but it's also the visual system of our inner being. What do we see? What do we notice with our eyes closed? What do we have in our environment? What can we sense when our eyes are closed, when we have our visual senses, and yet the sense of what we see when we only use our inner sight? So bringing all of that into 100% balance, feeling clarity with our eyes, our vision, and our knowing. And we're also going to remove now any emotional factors that have been limiting us, whether on a known or unknown basis, conscious or unconscious. The emotions of being stressed. Many of us are feeling stressed in this environment where there's so much cognitive dissonance, tired, feeling tired, kind of worn out from all that we are seeing and hearing and what's going on around us, and also the energies that are affecting this planet as we move into a higher dimensional reality. Any feelings of inadequacy, any feelings that we don't feel confident, any place where there is low self-image, we are going to remove all of those things from our cellular memory, from our DNA, from our any idea that we even have that, to remember that we are all one and that we are all part of the Creator, not just a son or a daughter of God, Source, the universe, but we are all of that. And everything that the Creator can do, we can do as well. To remind ourselves that we are able to create the same way the Creator is. The difference is that we don't always know it or believe it. And once we do, once we fully embody that idea, the ability to create, even out of thin air, so it will be. And I also wanted to bring in the solar aspects of deity. The 8th solar aspect of deity, the aquamarine, which is the aspects of deity are clarity, divine perception, discernment, and understanding. So consider this beautiful 8th solar aspect of deity, this aquamarine. Feel that all around your body, absorbing into your being. Feel it healing and expanding your ability to have clarity, divine perception, discernment, and understanding. And we bring in also the 6th solar aspect of deity, which is ruby gold. This aspect is divine grace, healing, devotional worship, peace, and the manifestation of the Christ. And the Christ is an energy of love, acceptance, and the fact that we do live forever. And this will fully embody this ruby gold color now, blending with the aquamarine, feeling these colors merging and surging and protecting and entering your mind and your consciousness with new levels of healing, peace, and manifestation. And also, we're going to bring in the 11th solar aspect of deity, which is peach. And this peach, this beautiful peach, our eternal peace. This aspect is also prosperity, abundance, and a God supply of all good things. And as this light flows through our body, through our mind, mixing the peach with the aquamarine and the ruby gold, feel those colors swirling throughout your body, supporting you, bringing in new and higher levels of being, thinking, and living. And gratefully, I pass this on to Erina.
Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. So we have a bit more to go here together. Taking a few breaths and really just feeling into it, feeling the breath, feeling the relaxation. Feeling yourself perhaps lighter than when we started this call. Opening your heart, opening your mind to being that which you were designed, that which you were created to be. Pure, perfect, innocent, beautiful. Nothing that has ever happened that you have done or another in this or any lifetime can change that in any way. And that is the truth for all. So we continue a bit further on this call tonight, simply expanding and lightening and being with the shifts, the essence of release that you have been allowing yourself in order to feel more and more your natural state. So we join now, continue joining in reminding ourselves to be open and to receive the message of truth. And that message is simply love. That is what you are. That is what all are. Whether in the moment one understands and sees that or not. So I open now. This is for each of you. I open now to receive love, the love which I am, to be it, be that which I want to see in the world. And to give it, to share it. To share it through being in a mind without judgment, correcting the mind when it goes into judgment, and bringing oneself back into peace and back into a state of neutrality, of allowance, of acceptance, of joining. We release any and all conscious and unconscious attachment and identification to the ego mind, the small mind, the judging mind. It is not who you are. It is simply a role that we each have been playing. So we release now any and all conscious and unconscious attachment to identifying as the thoughts, as the personality, as the body that you are in. It is simply a short-term role that you play in this one given lifetime. Feel the freedom of letting go, and then enjoy even more each and every moment while you are here in this form, in this lifetime. The more we release, the more we let go of control and attachment to the thoughts, to the beliefs, to the familiarity we have grown accustomed to. The more we feel freedom, the more we feel alive, the more we are in the essence of love and able to be it and share it. So many beautiful shifts and releases have come through this evening. Allow yourself to notice the difference. How do I feel now? What do I notice in these days to come? I have opened my heart. All we ever need is 1% willingness. I have opened my heart to love, for that is what is real. We now recognize, realize, broadcast in the awareness of the meaninglessness of holding on to any thoughts that bring you non-peace. We wake up the awareness. I give myself permission to be aware when my mind is not in peace, when my body is tense, contracted, in pain. Mind is always identifying with it. What are you experiencing? We let go of the need, desire, and attraction to live in old familiar ways that keep us in cycles of suffering and non-peace. We clear all patterns, including ancestral patterns that are limited in any way by influences of religion, culture, ethnicity. Letting go of the limitations and identification with limiting patterns specifically related and influenced by religion, culture, and ethnicity. I give myself permission to let go. I hold and celebrate only those influences that are loving and inclusive and supporting my highest spiritual expression and connection with all that is. We add to this. We free ourselves from the tyranny of the ego mind, celebrating our ability to choose peace or non-peace, fear or love in each and every moment, and we can always choose again. I free myself from the tyranny of the ego mind, celebrating my ability to choose peace over non-peace, to choose love over fear, to choose to hear the voice within that puts me in touch with my sacredness and the sacredness of all. And for each and every one I speak, I am emerging in awareness of my natural awakened self. And we as a collective are emerging in awareness of our natural awakened self as one. And we are infinitely creative, as each of us is an extension of one infinitely creative source, bringing in the invitation for each and every one of us to bring in the awareness. I love and accept myself completely, exactly where I am in each moment. I need not judge. Acceptance is what supports my highest expression. Acceptance is what supports my personal growth and transformation, my awakening. You are pure, perfect, and innocent as you were created, and so are all. I recognize the awakened Christ, pure, unconditional love in myself and in all others. I invite myself to recognize the essence of love in myself and in all others. I give myself permission to enjoy pure, creative, joyful expression, for it is at hand in this moment and always. I accept. We accept. You are the love you've been waiting for, you've been longing for. You as an expression of the divine. With everything we have journeyed through this evening, we open hearts and minds and embrace this awareness and celebrate it. And in our celebration, the vibration expands and extends out into the collective. For how could it be otherwise? And so thank you all so much for your presence on this call, for your presence, for your presence. And thank you all of these amazing facilitators who have really guided us through a lovely evening of expansion, of release, of transformation. Martha, Melissa, Carrie, Linda, Christina, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you all. Thank you all. So we look forward to seeing you on next month's call. If you are available, it's been delightful joining with everybody. And I invite you to check out on our Awakening Hearts and Minds site, Updates and Specials page, which is under the Update Specials heading on the main menu, and just take a look and see what we have coming up. If you would like to contact any of the facilitators, they are all certified practitioners that have been on our call tonight. On our main site, awakeningheartsandminds.com, go to About on the main menu, drop down to the Certified Practitioners page, and you can access contact information for any of them. And so, with all that being said, thank you, thank you, thank you again. We're bringing completion to our call for the night, but it is only yet another gateway into all these moments to come. Let us all take what we have shared tonight with us and let it flow, let it expand, let it radiate through us and from us in all ways. Thank you, thank you.